If we look at this building, right, it has a strange curve like this. So to get it started, you always want to try it if it is not a curve. Okay, so now you can see a sequence like this. Let's say pretend nothing happened. Okay. And then what do? You will say, okay, now I shift. Like this, okay? And cutting out like that. And you will have like this, okay? So when you're looking at the space, right? Now it's the same idea at first. Nothing happens. Find a little part. Push his back. And circle like this. Right? And then
it's kind of like yeah.
Then you can finalize the styles like that. The question now will be, then once you have this, right, now you can start to develop the details. And you can have those columns. And a lot of things you can fill out of things. However, you start off on a single diagram. Then, if we talk about a diagramming, then you will realize that the diagram always be easier if they have the sequence. Say, if you do a perspective like this, right, then you also have the diagram like this, and you have the central axis like that, right? And then you can say that it is a set of the paraline drawings. The visual notes. The perspective along with the diagram. Now kind of the idea about you try to describe how this form can be developed by the simple geometries like that. Okay. So yeah. Let me go that one and then do another 2 demos, and then we can let you do the sketches, okay? Do you guys remember the second class? We went to the creative park, and then in the bookstore front there's a curve, things like that. That is historical one, but the idea is similar. So now you can compare the contemporary architecture and the historical architecture when they adopt the same idea. This is another one has shared a similarity in terms of the shapes. Again, you will pretend there's nothing, it's just a straight hallway all the way towards the end, right? But we remember that we will do is like we were shifting the middle line to the right, and then we can have the curve like this. And in this case, the curve will continue to go there. And in the middle way of that, we can start out to develop, the arch. And then we can have these columns, something like this, right? And then we also can have the windows one by one like that. But the sequence, once again, is like we pretend there's a 3 point like A, B, B and the C, right? And if you drew a perspective, then I will call this is the C, this is the B, this is the A. And then we're shifting the B to the right a little bit. And we're connecting the dots. That is how we can get the curve. And then it continues, goes that way. That is kind of the curve. How we build a curve like this, okay? And then you will realize that the similar things we notice from the hole and the space, the structure in the space, they always play with the same idea, the shifting and the curvature, this curve. You know, so it always has a center idea, the concept that will always reflect the form of these buildings. Okay, when you do the sketches, okay, there's one thing you cannot done by the photo. It's you can take one outside, you can take one inside, but you cannot take one to make the wall transparent. So in that case, I always want to do is I will draw another perspective right here. However, showing the wall the differences like that. So now what I do is I will also continue this. But I will get a proportion. See, in comparison to the one outside, this is actually 2-story high, right? And we do the same thing. And then also we shift one to the right, and we can have once again something like this. And now we can have this curve. But the things I want to do is I want to position these two sketches side by side, also kind of lining up the second floor, or the ground floor from the outside, the second floor from the inside. Try to tell people that there's a level drop up here, and you probably can figure out the level drop because the pipe will connecting to the rivers. So the water comes down to here to process that, and the pump out to fill the city of the Taipei. So this is the very old ones. They usually build. They used to build this one to provide clean water for the Taipei cities by the Japanese time. Okay. So now, even though this is actually architectural style from the outside, but they still have some kind of functionality inside. So once you do the sketch from outside, you talk about the architectural styles of those kind of Western styles. But for the inside, you really want to describe, you know, level change, how the things work. It's more like a machinery things, you know, like the industrial evolution, something like that. You try to draw the section cuts. And this is probably outside, and then maybe connecting to the water pipe, and kind of like a heavy outer things here, columns, and again maybe you can start to draw that thing again, you know, that curvature things, curve like that, and then you will say this become an index to read these two perspectives. Now this becomes a set of a note, visual note. Okay. After I walk in these things, I said maybe it does, because if we are not doing the curve, right? You know, the pipe will kind of squeeze over here. Say if we do the curve, and then they have more room to develop the machine factory over here. So maybe the reason you make the curve out of circle types is you really want to make these long pipes has a smaller things that can actually be processing right here, however can process individual over here. And now the curve makes sense now. Something like that, but it's just a speculation. But nothing wrong with make a educated guess. Okay?